माननीय सभासदों, माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदया जी,
Respected members of the Youth Parliament, today I, Speaker of the House, welcome you all in the first edition of Youth Parliament of APS Mammoth, and I hope that this session will be fruitful for us all. Members to take oath or affirmation. Secretary, join me please.
Ms. Sakshi, who stands elected from the Gurdaspur constituency of Punjab, will now take the oath or affirmation. Ms. Sakshi, please. Ma'am, would you like to take the oath or affirmation?
Oath please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In English please.
I, Sakshi, having been elected a member of the lower house of the Youth Parliament, do swear in the name of God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, and that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, and that I will faithfully discharge the duty upon which I am called.
Ms. Komal, who stands elected from the Mandi constituency, will now take the oath or affirmation. Ms. Komal, please. Ma'am, would you like to take the oath or affirmation?
Oath, please.
In which language would you like to take the oath?
In Hindi, please.
मैं कोमल ईश्वर की शपथ लेती हूँ कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगी। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगी। मैं संघ के मंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगी तथा मैं भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना सभी प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगी।
Honorable members, as we meet today, it is my sad duty to inform the House of the demise of former colleague Shri C. Janga Reddy. He was an active social worker. He had so many poor students who attained education, an able parliamentarian and an effective orator. He took keen interest in proceedings of the House. He died in Hyderabad on 5th February 2022 at the age of 86.
Madam Speaker, today I rise to pay tribute to my former colleague Sri C. Janga Reddy, whose death has been deeply mourned by all. He was a good friend of mine. We belonged to the same party. We were like brothers. We spent a lot of time in discussing on the problems of the poor and on political matters. He had a big heart to solve the problems of the poor. And he assured कि अगर उनके पास कोई परेशानी आई है, कोई प्रॉब्लम आई है, तो वह उसका सॉल्यूशन निकाले और उसे हल करें। मैंने अपने पूरे 40 साल के पॉलिटिकल करियर में उनके जैसा ईमानदार, सच्चा और अच्छा व्यक्ति नहीं देखा। वे आखिरी समय तक हमारे साथ थे। वे काफ़ी खुश, काफ़ी अच्छे और काफ़ी हेल्दी लग रहे थे। इसलिए उनकी निधन की खबर सुनकर मुझे और गहरा सदमा। मैं भगवान से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि उनकी आत्मा को शांति मिले और उनके परिवार को मेरी गहरी संवेदनाएं व्यक्त करें।
I associate the tribute paid by you and the leader of the house. I had the privilege to work with C. Jagga Reddy as a colleague. He was a person who, because of his lovable nature, never annoyed anyone and was always a smiling face and was a very open-hearted person. We have lost a very good social worker, political worker and a public man in him. I would like to associate myself and my party in sending our condolences to the bereaved family.
The house may stand in silence for a while to express our deep sorrow. Respected members, you may now be seated. Secretary General may convey the message of condolences to the bereaved family. Prime Minister to introduce new ministers.
माननीय मैडम स्पीकर, मैं आज आपको और आपके जरिए इस सदन को मेरे नए साथी, इस सदन के नए मंत्रियों से अवगत कराना चाहूँ। मिस जशनदीप, मिनिस्टर ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स। मिस कीर्ति, मिनिस्टर ऑफ सिविल सप्लाईज।
Now, the question hour starts. Question number 101, Ms. Tanisha.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Germany has reached upon many trains. Japan has touched the speed of 350 kilometers. And Saudi Arabia is making their first Hyperloop train. I repeat, first Hyperloop train. Recently, on 7 July 2022, we saw NHSRCL Chairman and Managing Director Satish Agnihotri sacked under corruption charges. वो लूट रहे हैं सपनों को, मैं चैन से कैसे सो जाऊं? वो बेच रहे हैं भारत को, मैं खामोश कैसे रह जाऊं? मुझे लगता है हमारे प्रिय मंत्री जी जब से सत्ता में आए हैं, वो अपनी कुर्सी के मोह में इतना खो गए हैं कि भूल गए हैं कि वो उस कुर्सी पे कुर्सी गर्म करने के लिए नहीं, कुछ काम करने के लिए बैठे हैं। मिनिस्टर जी, आप तो अपना कार्य करना भूल गए हैं, तो मैंने सोचा क्यों ना आज आपको याद ही दिला दिया जाए। तो कृपया आप कुछ कष्ट करके मेरे सवालों का उत्तर देंगे। कहाँ है हमारी बुलेट ट्रेन? क्या वो हमारे जीवन काल में लागू होंगी या वो भी आपकी सरकार के भ्रष्टाचार का अगला शिकार बन जाएंगी?
Honorable Railway Minister, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, my dear friend, for raising such important matters in this assembly. Madam Speaker, आज हमारे प्रिय मित्र ने इस सभा में दो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दों को उठाया। पहला, तीज अग्निहोत्री, दूसरा बुलेट ट्रेन प्रोजेक्ट। Firstly, if I talk about Satish Agnihotri ने हमारी सरकार के खिलाफ जाके 1100 करोड़ का घोटाला किया, जिसके चलते हमारी सरकार को और हमारे बुलेट ट्रेन प्रोजेक्ट को की फंडिंग को काफी लॉस हुआ है। वी एग्री, लेकिन हमारी सरकार हाथ पे हाथ रखने वालों में से नहीं है। हमारी सरकार ने इसके परिणाम स्वरूप सतीश अग्निहोत्री को उनकी पोस्ट से बर्खास्त कर दिया। Secondly, if I talk about bullet train project, तो मैं अपने प्रिय मित्र से ये बोलना चाहूंगा कि ये कोई टॉय बुलेट ट्रेन नहीं है जो 1 और 2 दिन में बन जाएगी। It's a huge project of 508 kilometers. If I talk about first phase of our project, a long stretch of 61 kilometers between Surat and Bilamura, Gujarat will be operational by 2026 and remaining part of the project will be by 2028. और अगर हमारा प्रोजेक्ट और हमारी बुलेट ट्रेन इतनी खास है तो ऑब्वियसली हमारे ट्रैक्स भी काफी खास होंगे। तो इसके चलते हमारी सरकार ने विद द हेल्प ऑफ जापान फेमस टेक्नोलॉजी विच इज HSR टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज करते हुए स्पेशल ट्रैक्स बनाने का फैसला किया है। और हमारे बुलेट ट्रेन के जो ट्रायल्स होंगे वो होंगे एट द स्पीड ऑफ 350 किलोमीटर पर आवर, जिस स्पीड से हमारी सरकार काम करती है और आपकी पार्टी से बोलती है।
Next question, question number 102, Mr. Anish.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The RTI Act has been classified top 5 law in the world by the law and the democracy. It is the central government that provides rules and regulations regarding right to information. Under your government, more than 100 activists has been killed for unearthing corporation. So my question is, what is the government doing in this regard? I repeat, what is the government doing in this regard?
Honorable Minister of Personnel.
थैंक यू मैडम स्पीकर। मैं अपने प्रिय मित्र मिस्टर अनीश को भी धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा कि उन्होंने आखिरकार कोई प्रश्न पूछा। वह सदन में केवल सोने या फिर फ्री के समोसे जलेबी खाने के लिए। तो आपका प्रश्न था कि हमारी सरकार क्या कर रही है जब आरटीआई यूजर्स पर हमले हो रहे हैं। तो आप ध्यान से सुनिएगा, अब मत सोइएगा। हम अपना बेस्ट दे रहे हैं। हमने जांच एजेंसी को भी निर्देश दे दिए हैं कि वह उन सभी मामलों में जांच करे और जो भी दोषी पाया जा रहा है उसे सजा दिलाए। हमने राज्य सरकार को भी निर्देश दे दिए हैं कि वह अपनी अपनी जांच एजेंसियों को निर्देश दें और सारी जानकारी पब्लिक डोमेन में करवाएं। आप लोगों को कर्नाटक का महिती का नाम मामला तो याद ही होगा, अगर नहीं तो मैं अवगत करा। इस मामले में हमने SIC स्टेट इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन का गठन किया और हमने उसको निर्देश दिए थे कि वह उस पब्लिक अथॉरिटी को जाके निर्देश दे और सारी जानकारी पब्लिक डोमेन में करे। मैं इन सब को पब्लिसाइज करने पर इसलिए जोर दे रहा हूं ताकि हमारे जनता को, हमारे नागरिक को नेताओं की जी हुजूरी ना करना पड़े, उन्हें दफ्तरों में चक्कर ना काटने पड़े और उन्हें घर बैठे हुए सारी जानकारी प्राप्त हो सके। मैं आप लोगों के सामने एक और मुद्दा उठाना चाहूंगा जिसमें विसल ब्लोअर्स पर हमले हो जा रहे हैं। हमारी सरकार विसल ब्लोअर्स पर हो रहे हमलों को भी ध्यान में रख रही है और उनकी सुरक्षा कर रही है। मैंने कल ही अपने मंत्रियों के साथ बैठक की जिसमें हमारी प्रिय वित्त मंत्री और रेलवे मिनिस्टर और लॉ एंड जस्टिस मिनिस्टर के साथ काफी सारे मंत्रियां थे और हमने इस पर एक कानून लाने का प्रस्ताव रखा जिसके बारे में आपको जल्दी सदन में पता चले। मैं लेकिन राज्य सरकारों से भी यह भी दरख्वास्त करूंगा कि वह केंद्र की प्रतीक्षा किए बिना अपने खुद के कानून लाएं और यह सुनिश्चित करें कि उनके राज्यों में विसल ब्लोअर्स पर हमले नहीं किए जा रहे हैं और वह सुरक्षित, खासकर उन राज्यों में जहां पर विसल ब्लोअर्स पर अक्सर हमले होते हैं। उम्मीद है विपक्ष समझ गई होगी कि मैं किन राज्यों की बात कर रहा हूं।
Next question, question number 103, Ms. Tamanna.
Thank you, ma'am. There have been 6 MiG-21 crashes in the last 20 months, with 5 in 2001 and 1 in 2022. Ma'am, the MiG-21 was the upgraded version of MiG-21 Mysore, which was first indicated in the service in 1976. The first upgraded version of MiG-21 was received in 2008. The MiG-21 has been termed as flying coffins due to their dismissive flying costs and high number of pilot casualties. More than 170 pilots of our Indian Air Force have lost their lives in these flying coffins. मैं अपनी सत्ता में बैठी हुई सरकार से पूछना चाहूंगी कि वह हमारे पायलटों की जिंदगी बचाने के लिए कौन से ऐसे कदम उठा रही है। क्या उनके लिए हमारी पायलटों की जिंदगी रत्ती भर तक मायने नहीं रखती है।
Honorable Minister of Defence.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Ma'am, we are aware of the situation. To help the Indian Air Force, replaced its aging fighter fleet. The defense minister in February last year sealed a 48,000 crore deal with the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the procurement of 140 multi-role fighter aircraft. Fifth generation medium weight deep penetration fighter jet AMCA to significantly its air power booster capability.
Next question, question number 104, Ms. Meenakshi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. India is witnessing persistently capital outflow and a widening trade deficit, leading to depreciation in the value of Indian rupee. This financial year, rupee has been depreciated by 4.1% till now. So, I would like to ask our finance minister, what is she doing in this regard to keep our economy healthy? वैसे मैंने अपना पूरा प्रश्न अंग्रेजी में पूछा है क्योंकि मुझे पता है मेरे वित्त मंत्री जी की हिंदी थोड़ी कमजोर है। वैसे आजकल इन्हें देख के लगता है कि इनकी रातों की नींद उड़ी हुई है। मैं जानना चाहूंगी ये देश के विकास के लिए ऐसा कौन सा कार्य कर रही है जो इन्हें रात को सोने नहीं देता।
Honorable Minister of Finance, please.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and thank you, worthy member of opposition. मीनाक्षी जी, मेरी हिंदी में नहीं आपकी सूझबूझ में कमी है। और रही बात हमारी नींद, तो देश के प्रति जो हमारी निष्ठा है, वो हमें रात भर सोने तक नहीं देती। Now coming back to your question, the center and RBI have been taking necessary steps to attract capital inflow so that the rupee's depreciation is slow and gradual. But at the same time, it is very important for us to keep in mind that the US dollar's strength against the Indian rupee cannot be viewed as an isolated case. It is only a part of the US dollar's strength against all currencies, developed or emerging. The dollar index gained 13% against 6 major currencies. So in fact, in contrast, the dollar gained less against the Indian rupee. As the Indian rupee stands hardly changed at 78.88 per dollar, ranking as the 5th best Asian currency. I repeat, 5th best performing Asian currency. So I really don't get how your question even stands here. Now, I don't think I need to remind you of the conflict that broke out in February, the Russia-Ukraine conflict. I think every one of us are aware of what happened. That raised the prices of oil, but more importantly, it raised uncertainty. And what happens when uncertainty raises? Investors become cautious. And when investors become cautious, they begin drawing money out of emerging markets like India, and that is exactly what has happened. But Madam Speaker, I assure you, even after this, the Indian economy is far better than other South Asian economies like Sri Lanka and Pakistan that are literally in an economic crisis right now. It's high time we're grateful of our government and their policies and their economy. Thank you.
Question number 105, Ms. Sangeeta.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Electronic waste is emerging as a serious health and environmental issue in India. India is the third largest electronic waste producer in the world. Approximately 2 million tons, I repeat 2 million tons of waste, electronic waste generated annually, and an undisclosed amount of e-waste is imported from all over the world. More than 95% of e-waste is illegally recycled by informal waste pickers called raktiwalas and dupadiwalas. Electronic waste produce toxic pollutants, which is very harmful for human health. मैं आपकी सरकार से जानना चाहूंगी कि आपकी सरकार हमारे देश के लोगों की जान और वातावरण को बचाने के लिए आखिर कर क्या रही है?
Honorable Minister of Environment, please.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, विपक्ष के सभी सवालों के जवाब दिए जाएंगे, पर उससे पहले एक जरूरी बात। राजनीतिक दल अलग होते हुए भी विपक्ष में ऐसे बहुत से लोग हैं जो हमारे घनिष्ठ मित्र हैं, तो आज उनके लिए कुछ पंक्तियां लिखी हैं, पहले उन्हें प्रस्तुत करेंगे, फिर चर्चा को आगे बढ़ाते हैं। सभासदों ध्यान दीजिएगा, विपक्षी दल के सदस्य भ्रष्टाचार की गर्त में कुछ ऐसे डूबे। विपक्षी दल के सदस्य भ्रष्टाचार की गर्त में कुछ ऐसे डूबे, लूटने के मामले में इन्होंने शहर छोड़े न सूबे। राजनीति करना हो या व्यंग्य, राजनीति करना हो या व्यंग्य, विपक्षी दल के सदस्यों का हर जगह है हाथन। विपक्ष की शिकायत है कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी बात कम करते हैं। विपक्षी दल की शिकायत है कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी बात कम करते हैं, देखिए वो बातों से नहीं काम से जवाब देने का दम रखते हैं। इनके सवालों पे हमारे मंत्रियों के जवाब जैसे बंदूक से निकली गोली है। इनके सवालों पे हमारे मंत्रियों के जवाब जैसे बंदूक से निकली गोली है। रेल मंत्री जी मिठाई बंटवाइए, आज हमारी तनीषा जी भी कुछ बोल रही है। जिन्हें लगता है कि हम बैठे बैठे सिर्फ कुर्सियां गर्म करते हैं, जिन्हें लगता है कि हम बैठे बैठे सिर्फ कुर्सियां गर्म करते हैं, ये वही लोग हैं जो संसद से ज्यादा कैंटीन में दिखते हैं। विपक्षी दल के कुछ लोगों को हमारी वित्त मंत्री की हिंदी से भी परेशानी है। विपक्षी दल के कुछ लोगों को हमारी वित्त मंत्री की हिंदी से भी परेशानी है। अरे इनको सदन में बैठने का मौका मिल गया, हमें तो उस पर भी हैरानी है। हमारे दल के मंत्री इन्हें रोजाना रोस्ट नहीं फ्राई करते हैं। हमारे दल के मंत्री इन्हें रोजाना रोस्ट नहीं फ्राई करते हैं। अरे ये लोग राजनीति छोड़कर टिकटॉक क्यों नहीं ट्राई करते हैं? Anyways, now Speaker Madam, coming to the question put forward by the opposition, I would like to inform them that we have taken the decision that now companies will have to register on an online portal and specify their annual production and e-waste collection targets. The chief entity that will coordinate the trade of EPR certificates and monitor if companies are meeting their targets is the Central Pollution Control Board. I repeat, the Central Pollution Control Board. In fact, companies that fall short can meet a year's target even after 3 years. Those companies that meet their targets with a year's delay will be refunded 85% of their fine after 2 years, 60% and 30% after the second and third year respectively. Consumer goods companies and makers of electronic goods have to ensure at least 60% of the electronic waste is collected and recycled by 2023, with targets to increase them to 70% and 80% by 2024 and 2025 respectively. धन्यवाद।
Speaker Madam, a serious breach of privilege has been committed by the policeman of Delhi, who not only stopped my way to enter into the airport, but also tried to search a female by himself. I request you to allow me to raise a question on that matter now.
Miss Sanya, have you given a notice to it earlier? You may give the due notice along with a copy of the report. I shall consider it.
Yes, madam, I have submitted the notice today 10 a.m.
It will be examined when it comes to me. I shall consider it and let you know my decision. Now, papers to be laid down. Honorable Minister of Youth Affairs and Sports to lay papers on the table of the House.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. With your kind permission, I lay on the table a copy of outcome budget for the year of 2021 and 22 in respect of Ministry of Sports and Youth.
Honorable Minister of Rural Development.
Thank you, ma'am. Honorable Speaker, ma'am, I beg to lay on the table a copy of review by the government on the working of Council for Advancement of People's Actions and Rural Technology, New Delhi for the year 2021.
Secretary General to report message from Upper House of the Youth Parliament.
Madam, I have to report the following message received from the Secretary of the Upper House of the Youth Parliament. In accordance with the provision of the rules of procedure and conduct of the business in the Upper House of the Youth Parliament, I am directed to enclose a copy of the Constitution Order Bill 2022 at the sitting held on 30 March 2022.
Secretary General to lay on the table a copy of the bill as passed by Upper House of the Youth Parliament.
Madam, I lay a copy of the Constitution Order Bill 2022 as passed by the Upper House.
Honorable members, I have to make an announcement. On behalf of honorable members of the House, I have great privilege in extending a warm welcome to His Excellency Mr. Wong Win Fu, President of Social Assembly of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, honorable members of Socialist Republic of Vietnam Parliamentary Delegation who are on the visit to India as our honored guests. This is a very high-powered delegation. The delegation arrived on 5th December 2021. They are now seated in the special box. We wish them a happy and fruitful stay here. Now we will take up the calling attention motion. Ms. Meenakshi to call the attention of the Minister.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. अरे देख रहे हैं आप लोग, इनकी सरकार के मिनिस्टर्स ने झूठे वादों के साथ साथ कविताएं और शायरियां भी करना शुरू कर दिया। वैसे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? वैसे सिमरन जी, मैं आपका तहे दिल से शुक्रिया करूंगी जो आपने हमारे लोगों की तारीफ में इतना कुछ बोला। वैसे अगर बाकी है। वैसे ये वही मिनिस्टर हैं जिन्होंने पिछले साल यूएस से आने वाले 4000 टन वेस्ट के ऊपर साइन किए थे। इनकी वजह से हमारे भारत देश में 4000 टन वेस्ट, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वेस्ट इंपोर्ट हुआ है और ये हमें इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वेस्ट के बारे में सिखाएंगे। वैसे फाइनेंशियल मिनिस्टर ने कहा था कि उनकी हिंदी में नहीं, मेरी सोच में कमी है। वैसे छोटी सोच का मतलब अगर देश के विकास के लिए प्रश्न पूछना होता है और देशवासियों के लिए चिंता जायज करना होता है तो मुझे गर्व है ऐसी सोच पे और मैं चाहूंगी कि सत्ता में बैठे हर एक मंत्री की सोच ऐसी ही हो। Coming back to my question, मैं वित्त मंत्री जी का ध्यान अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार में डॉलर के मुकाबले रुपए की लगातार बढ़ती कीमत की तरफ आकर्षित करना चाहूंगी। पिछले कुछ वर्षों में रुपए की कीमत में भारी गिरावट आई है, पर इनकी सरकार हमेशा की तरह हाथ पे हाथ धरे बैठी हुई है। मैं वित्त मंत्री जी से जानना चाहूंगी कि इनकी महान सरकार ने इस स्थिति से निपटने के लिए क्या क्या महान योजनाएं बनाई हैं।
Yes, Minister of Finance, please.
थैंक यू मैडम एंड थैंक यू मीनाक्षी जी। पहली बात तो मैं ये कह देना चाहूंगी कि मैंने सोच के बारे में कुछ नहीं कहा, मैंने हिंदी समझने की सूझबूझ के बारे में कहा था जो आप समझ पा नहीं रही हैं, इसीलिए शायद आपने ये प्रश्न फिर से पूछा। और रही बात अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार में हमारे रुपए की गिरने की, तो हाँ मैं मानती हूँ कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजार में हमारे रुपए की कीमत गिरी है, बिल्कुल वैसे ही जैसे इलेक्शन जीतने के बाद आपकी सरकार की नीयत गिरती है। आपने ये पूछा कि हमारी महान सरकार ने ऐसी कौन सी महान योजनाएं बनाई हैं, तो महान योजना नंबर 1, DRBI has reduced interest rates citing inflationary pressures. महान योजना नंबर 2, manufacturing and infrastructure agencies can now borrow in dollars to repay rupee loans. और महान योजना नंबर 3, the government has relaxed portfolio investment norms to attract more foreign investment. Now those are महान योजनाएं जिनकी आप बात कर रही हैं। और तीसरी बात ये कि मीनाक्षी जी मैं काफी चौक करना रह गई हूँ। आपने सही कहा कि मेरी हिंदी थोड़ी तंग है, पर मैं चौकन्ना तो रह ही गई हूँ कि आप इकोनॉमिस्ट होते हुए यही प्रश्न पूछ रहे हैं। ये प्रश्न जिनके बारे में आपको पता होना चाहिए, पर कोई बात नहीं, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ इसका जवाब आपको देते हुए। This is only a part of the global recession and has nothing to do with the Indian economy. I repeat, nothing to do with the Indian economy, yet we are taking such measures, such precautionary measures, so you can't ask these questions. Yet here we are, explaining something that we haven't done. Thank you.
Ms. Pallavi.
Thank you, madam. The foreign rupee is not only affected the growth rate but also severely affected our domestic retail sector. The prices of essential commodities are increasing day by day, affecting the budget of households. The prices of imported goods have been affected severely. Madam, we are already dealing with inflation and the fall of the rupee has added to the agony of the common man.
Ms. Pradul.
Thank you. Speaker madam, the weakening rupee has made crude oil, fertilizers, medicine and iron ore, which India imports in larger quantities. Though these items are not used for daily consumption, but it impacts our finance indirectly. Oil imports consume the largest part of foreign reserve. A depreciating rupee is bound to offset the decrease in international commodities such as oil.
Honorable Minister of Labour to introduce the bill.
Ma'am, I beg to move for leave to introduce a bill further to amend the Employees Provident Funds and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952 and the Indian Penal Code.
Now, the question is that he be granted to introduce a bill to further amend the Employees Provisions Act and Miscellaneous Provision Fund 1952 and the Indian Penal Code. Those who are in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those who are against it, please say no.
No.
I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Leave is granted. Now, the House will take in consideration elimination of freebies in politics. Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I beg to move a bill to elimination of freebies in politics. Ma'am, the House is aware of the freebies which provide certain benefits, cash or kind to a particular thing. Ma'am, there are various reasons to abolish this unwanted practice. First, it creates private benefits. Second, it do not increase their productivity. And third, it is creating financial burden on the government. Ma'am, I am confident that all the members in this House will support this bill. With this word, I move elimination of freebies bill 2022 to be taken into consideration.
I rise to support the bill. Freebies have recently been playing the so-called promote role in India's electoral politics. Despite knowing this fact that freebies will put additional burden on the exchequer, political parties have been competing with each other in the run-up to election by announcing a string of freebies to woo the voters. The culture of freebies that was started by late Tamil Nadu Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, promising free sarees, pressure cookers, washing machines, television sets, etc., was quickly followed by other political parties too. In North, the Aam Aadmi Party took the lead, sweeping the Delhi Assembly elections in 2015 by promising free electricity, water, bus travel to the voters of Delhi. The situation has now come to such a stage where in response to a petition by Hindu Sena Vice President Sujit Singh Yadav, the Supreme Court had to issue a notice to the Election Commission of India over the complaints of political parties wooing voters. Ahead of the upcoming elections in 5 states, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Manipur, Goa and Punjab. The court observed in this connection that the promise of freebies was a serious issue. It is noticed that in competitive populism, political parties do not look beyond the upcoming election. What matters to them is coming to power or retaining it at any cost, even at the cost of pressing the issues of public interest which are put on the back burner for the purpose. The impact of freebies was visible in 2021 Kerala Assembly elections. 2 years after being rooted in the Lok Sabha polls, the ruling Left Democratic Front is said to have got elected for a second straight term with a thumping majority, promising subsidized rice and food kits. A recent case in point is the result of the Assembly election of Punjab, where the Aam Aadmi Party has won election of Punjab with a thumping majority. In the run-up to this election, the Aam Aadmi Party had promised to provide free electricity up to 300 units to the people of Punjab and rupees 1,000 per month to every woman aged 18 years and above if voted to power. And it is seen that the Aam Aadmi Party has been handsomely rewarded by the voters of Punjab, decimating the incumbent Congress and Akali Dal along with BJP. However, a glimpse of what lies ahead of the Punjabi electorate can be had from the following. According to experts, giving 300 units of electricity free and providing rupees 1,000 per month for each woman is a big challenge. Given that the existing debt burden of the state is rupees 2.82 lakh crore, the scheme of providing 300 units of electricity free every month, as promised by the Aam Aadmi Party, is supposed to cover all households in the state. Even by the most conservative estimates, it is expected to increase the subsidy bill by at least rupees 5,000 crore, according to experts. Punjab state has reportedly around 73 lakh domestic electricity consumers, 14 lakh agricultural consumers with electricity being completely free for them, 11.5 lakh commercial consumers and 1.5 lakh industrial consumers. For the 2021-22 financial year, the total power subsidy bill of the state was reportedly rupees 10,666 crore, of which rupees 7,180 crore, that is 67.3%, went towards subsidy to farmers and rupees 1,626 crore towards the subsidy to BC, SC and BPL households. Additionally, financial assistance of rupees 1,000 per month for every woman aged 18 years and above in the state is expected to put an additional burden of 15,000 crore, according to experts. Madam, यह पैसा किसकी जेब से जाएगा? जाहिर सी बात है, टैक्सपेयर्स। क्या हम उन ऑनेस्ट टैक्सपेयर्स को हतोत्साहित नहीं कर रहे हैं कि ताकि सरकार उनका पैसा अपने फायदे के लिए उठा रही है? With these words, I strongly support the bill. I thank you for having given me the opportunity to speak on it.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to speak on this topic. I will not take so much time and speak briefly but from point. First, welfare. Freebies is a type of subsidy given to the people who need them. This is offered to accommodate the society. Second, right to political parties. Every political party have a right to create a subsidy ecosystem, but this subsidy ecosystem come under the economic plan of the country. Third, poverty reduction. Freebies is provided to accommodate the people below the poverty line, and this come under the development plan of the country. With these words, I oppose the bill.
Madam, I stand in the support of the bill and there's a reason for that. Unmet promises offering freebies have become a competitive banding done by every political party. However, a big problem is this subsidized moving freebies announced are not incorporated into the budget proposal. Also, want to be noted here that the financial of such proposals are often not incorporated into the memorandums or the manifesto of the party. Economic burdens on the state. Offering freebies ultimately has an impact on the public exchequers, and most state of the India does not have robust financial health and often have very limited resources in terms of revenue. Unnecessary expenditures. Announcing freebies in haste without any legislative debate does not produce any desired benefits but only ends up in irresponsible expenditure. अगर गरीबों की मदद की जाए तो बिजली और पानी की माफी जैसी कल्याणकारी योजनाओं को जायज ठहराया जा सकता है. However, election-induced impractical announcement by the parties turn out to be far removed from the budgetary and infrastructure realities of the state. मैं ही कहती अपनी बात समाप्त करना चाहती हूँ. मैं इस बिल को सपोर्ट करती हूँ. शुक्रिया.
Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Thank you, ma'am. I want to thank everyone who has supported this bill.
Now, the question is that the bill, elimination of freebies in politics, be taken into consideration. Those who are in favor, please say ayes. Ayes. Those who are against it, please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Clause by clause consideration. Now the question is that clause 2 to 10 stands part of the bill. There is one amendment in clause 5 by Mr. Arjun. Are you moving it?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am not passing my amendment.
Now the question is that clause 2 to 10 stands part of the bill. Those who are in favor, please say ayes. Ayes. Those who are against it, please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Now the question is that clause 1, enacting the formula and the title, stands part of the bill. Those who are in favor, please say ayes. Ayes. Those who are against it, please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Minister of Law and Justice, please.
Ma'am, the bill is to be passed.
Motion moved that bill is passed. Those who are in favor, please say ayes. Ayes. Those who are against it, please say no. No. I think the ayes have it, the ayes have it, the ayes have it. Motion is adopted. Now the House will take up in consideration private members' resolution. Ms. Naisa to move the resolution.
Madam, I move the following resolution.
Madam, I move the following resolution. The government should take steps to effectively combat the spreading menace of drugs and narcotics and make institutional arrangements for the rehabilitation of drug addicts. Madam Speaker, drug addiction is one of the greatest problems confronting our country today. It is destroying our youth and completely weakening our nation as a whole. In fact, today, our country has turned into a center for international drug trafficking. It is not just a big city problem anymore. ये देश के चप्पे-चप्पे तक पहुंच चुकी है. Of course, मेरे प्रिय मंत्री देश के चप्पे-चप्पे में सिर्फ इलेक्शन के समय दिखाई देते हैं. इनको अपने एयर कंडीशन ऑफिस से निकलने की फुर्सत कहाँ? और जाते भी अपनी बड़ी-बड़ी गाड़ियों में हैं. इनकी गाड़ियां बड़ी होती जाती हैं और देश की सड़कें छोटी की छोटी रह जाती हैं. In Bombay, children are distributed sweets with drugs mixed in them to turn them into addicts. And once they are addicted, it is impossible to give up the habit. These children even resort to crime to pay money for these drugs. और आपको तो पता ही होगा, एक आदत लग गई तो उसको छुड़ाना कितना मुश्किल होता है. देश का पैसा खाने की आदत आपकी भी कहाँ गई? जनाब, पार्लियामेंट में आके बड़बड़ करना और इलेक्शन के समय फेक प्रॉमिसेस करना बहुत आसान होता है और उनको निभाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. और आप लोग तो कभी कुछ करते हैं ही नहीं. Keeping this in mind, I would like to place the following suggestions before the current government. Firstly, there must be combined action by the various ministers of finance, home affairs, law and health to combat this problem collectively on a unified front. Secondly, the existing penalty under the law is too less. A penalty of 2 lakh rupees or a few years sentence is not enough. और आपको तो पता ही होगा आज के ज़माने में 2 लाख रुपए कितने कम होते हैं. 2 लाख के तो आप लोग जूते ही पहन लेते. And thirdly, the Minister of Home Affairs must ensure that drugs are not smuggled into our country through international borders. We are a great nation, we are a proud nation, and every Indian in this room must ensure that the honor of the Tiranga is upheld. जनाब, अब तो कुछ कर लो, पंजाब छोड़ो पूरा देश उड़ने को आ. Thank you.
Miss Shruti.
Miss Speaker, ma'am, I rise to support the resolution moved by the third member. Through you, I would congratulate her for having and brought forward this resolution. And I think so that there should be assembly justice. और मुझे यह भी लगता है कि हम एक बार के लिए किसी चोर को माफ करने की सोच भी सकते हैं. But I don't think so that anyone can forgive a drug peddler. Ma'am, when some spoil the health and some spoil the wealth, I think so that the drug peddler spoils health, wealth and character. And this loss of character will lead us to the moral degeneration. And it will take our country backward. I also agree with the honourable members who have introduced this resolution that the government should coordinate the action against drugs by involving number of ministers. This drug menace is something which is not attacked now and can ruin our entire country. With these words, I support the resolution.
Miss Tanisha.
Madam, at the very outset, I thank Shri Narula for bringing into focus to this resolution at the enormity of the problem of drug addiction, which, as she rightly said, saps the vitality of our society. As time allotted for this debate is running out, I will not take much more time in house. I would like to put forward 2 suggestions. One is that the government should recognize that the problem organizations should be solved. More counseling centers run by voluntary organizations should be set up. Secondly, I would like to refer to what Shri Narula said about the role of media. I would like to strike a note of caution here that overzealousness on the part of media only helps to tempt more people to take to drugs. Rather, it has to be selective and imaginative publicity. Then that would really help us to attain the desired results. Madam, I must also say one thing about the spread of this menace. There are 4 categories of persons who are involved. The producer, the transporter, the street peddler, and lastly the actual consumer. Normally, it is only the peddler who is tried, apprehended and punished. But the other 2 namely, the producer and transporter is allowed to grow sport-free because they are well hidden. They are the big guns who should be punished. The government should rectify the state of affairs and ensure that the first 2 categories of persons are also given the summary punishment. Then only this problem can be solved to some extent. With these words, I once again express my gratitude to the honourable member of this house, Shri Narula, who has drawn our pointed attention to this problem. And I am sure that the government would look at this problem with the gravity it deserves. Thank you.
Minister of Health and Family Welfare, please.
Honorable Speaker, Madam, I would like to congratulate the mover of the resolution, Ms. Naisa, and all other members who have spoken on the resolution. Friends, the only reason for my intervention here is to highlight the efforts which have been made by my government and the various departments towards this evolving issue. जो हमारी नरूला जी या जानती नहीं या फिर जानती हुई नजरअंदाज कर रही है. Madam, I would like to submit the law, that is, the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act 1985. महोदया, मैं आपको और मेरे हर एक उपस्थित साथी को यह बताना चाहूँगी कि यही वो एक्ट है जो हमारे नशे में धुत देशवासियों के अंदर खौफ जगाएगा. This act has a rigorous imprisonment of 10 to 20. 10 से 20 साल की सजा के साथ साथ 21 लाख का जुर्माना. And the point to be noted here is that even attempted or conspiracy will have the very same punishment. Rewards to informers have been enhanced under this act. There has been a steep rise from November 1985 to January 1986, about 780 kg of heroin, 8,300 kg of charas and 23,000 kg of ganja has been seized. I would like to tell you that in last 3
1985. Madam, moving to the health side, I totally agree that facilities for the addicts are inadequate. However, the interesting fact is that under this very act, Section 71 makes it the responsibility of the government to establish rehab centers for the addicts. Worthy members of opposition, I would like to get your kind notice that we have already constituted an expert committee under our health ministry. And I am very glad to announce this on behalf of my government that we have already launched a national drug addiction program. Also, de-addiction centers will be started in 4 metropolitan cities of Delhi, Calcutta, Bombay, Varanasi, Goa, Madras, Chandigarh and Srinagar. Friends, it is not just one, it is not even 2 but many. And I strongly believe that this point should not be neglected by any one of you at any cost. Not only this, but 4 camps have already been set up और 16 और फंड्स हो चुके हैं। और हमारी वित्त मंत्रालय इस दौर में भी किसी से कम नहीं, क्योंकि इन्होंने 15 लाख जन शिक्षा यानी मास एजुकेशन और प्रेरक कार्यक्रमों के लिए उपलब्ध करा दिए हैं। So I would like to call upon all political parties for a mass movement. एक ऐसा आंदोलन जहां देश के बच्चे, औरतें, बुजुर्ग और देश का हर एक नागरिक खुले दिल से अपनी सरकार की इस गलत कार्य की जड़ें देश से उठा फेंकने का प्रयास करेगा। इन सारी कोशिशों को दोबारा नजरअंदाज ना करते हुए, मैडम, थ्रू यू आई हम्बली रिक्वेस्ट मिस नाइसा टू विथड्रॉ हर रेजोल्यूशन। थैंक यू।
Ms. Naisa,
Keeping in mind the assurance given to me by the Honourable Minister, I would like to withdraw my resolution in the hopes that the government sticks to its word and does not flip. Hamesha ki tarah. Thank you.
has the honorable member leave of the House to withdraw her resolution?
Yes, Madam Speaker.
The resolution by leave of the House is withdrawn.